Good afternoon, speed gaming community, and welcome to the daily Link to the Past Randomizer standard race. I am Nitro6003. Joined alongside me today is Yoko, and we're
Hello.
underway.
Yep.
So our four runners today are Mr. Scruff Ninja in the home green, Gannon's Gone Wild in the road blue, Orange in the another road color of red, and it looked we got a quick map check, and then Ravis in the yellow on the bottom.
It looked like Hera and Eastern were crystals, I want to say, but I don't want to. I'm just speculating on that. Yeah, Eastern's one of our 5-6 crystals.
Oh, nice. We got a post start. One of the nicer items to have.
Precisely.
And $20. Well, it immediately kind of puts Eastern Palace into the mix, even though you technically need a lamp. But for these runners, I'm sure they don't. But I mean, they can easily take out and get their first crystal pretty quick.
Right.
So in the standard, we just go through the normal escape like we do in the vanilla games, rescue Zelda, bring her to the sanctuary, and then after that, the world is the oyster of the runners. They can go wherever they like.
Yep.
Runners also would like to get a bomb so they can bomb and get the back 3 chests,
So they don't have,
or perhaps boots.
that'd be a great find with here, but they're probably gonna. They don't find any bombs just yet. They'll probably at least do some bomb farm, at least farming the enemies for bombs. Hopefully.
Yeah, we'll have to see what the runners decide to do as far as the farming is concerned. I know the packs are all with certain enemies once the game is in motion, so I know that it's not if a bomb is not there, it's not there.
Right.
And I don't know exactly who is in which pack. Oh, there's a lamp.
Oh, that is a lamp.
Dark rooms.
Yep. But that is a great find right there. First the bow and now the lamp.
Well, that actually really is a scary start, because that almost initiates it'll be an agate seed, so we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, at least there's no dark rooms and none of that stuff right now. And now they can definitely full clear Eastern as soon as they get out of here. Right. Get their first crystal.
We apologize if if you guys are not hearing any game sounds right now. We are trying to work on getting that fixed. So we humble apologize for a quiet start to this standard race today here on with Link to the Past.
And I would hum, but my humming skills are not there. Right. My wife would be much better at that than I. Next chest will be a mandatory key. So unless the rats have bombs, none of our runners have gotten it as of yet. So we may not see the back of Escape until late.
Here's hoping that that the rats have some bombs to drop.
And it looked like they were dropping arrows and hearts, so I think that means that they probably don't.
Got a couple rooms left here.
And it's better if all 4 of our runners just don't get bombs. This way nobody has an advantage over another.
All right, so we're going to be skipping the 3 chests for right now. But hopefully we'll come back to that. And we have the mitts.
Unless mitts are back there, which would be atrocious also.
True.
Alright, so last chest that they can check is a heart container, so we'll have to wait and see what's in the back. So now, the world is our oyster for our runners. Most will probably go to Kakariko, and it looks like all crystals in the overall 5-6 at Eastern and Desert.
So it looks like Eastern and
Desert were
Desert
our
were
5-6.
the 6. With
Looks like Mr. Scruff Ninja setting up Houlihan.
Houlihan. And
Let's see what's
oh,
on
there we go.
Lumberjack.
It looks like bomb. Oh, the flute.
Ooh, so
Iga
all right,
might be.
Well, Aga is the only way we would need that flute technically is if Meyer is a crystal. Otherwise, we don't technically need the flute to complete the game.
Right.
But
we've
it is
seen
a nice item to have.
Yes. And we have seen crazier things happen in this game, and Scruff Ninja buying some bombs there.
Yeah, I mean, that's actually a really smart choice. Let's see what our other runners get. Just piece of heart in the back of the tavern. I guess with the 2 customers in there, they don't have enough money to put anything decent.
So look. Gannon's gone Modern Ravis following closely behind, while Mr. Scruff heading over to Sahashala. A little bit of a divergence from the other 3. We'll find out where that green pendant is.
It is Misery Meyer.
So loot may not be required.
All right, let's see what's in the back. 10 arrows, triple bombs, and
a hammer.
All right, so let's see what our runners get in the well. Oh, we got a glove in the well.
And we got flippers. We got flippers in the back of the thieves' hideout.
So we have 2 out of the 3 Aga red flags. Well, almost 3 out of 3. You have the lamp, you have the cape, and you have an item on the ledge that may be required in some way, shape, or form.
Right, but we still don't have a sword yet.
No, we still need a sword of some kind, but...
And we also missed the hook shot, too.
Yeah, oh, yeah, so that opens up Death Mountain nicely, too.
So Orange just picked up that. Okay.
I'm wondering if after Kakariko, our three runners who are there now will go straight to Back of Escape, or do they continue to South Shore?
That's a very good question. I would say, because now that we have that those three have the gloves, they would probably save and quit, and then go to the Back of Escape. Yep.
Yeah, that's
Ganon read my mind on that. Meanwhile, Ravis is heading up Death Mountain.
a lot of items up there.
Definitely, and with the hook shot, they can definitely take care of that other side. So we're gonna
Death
finally
Mountain is totally open.
right. So we're gonna finally see what those three chests were in the Back of Escape on Ganon's Gone Wild side.
And one of them will be the map. All right, so bombs, arrows, and then the map. So nothing crazy in the back.
And the old man gives us some arrows.
All right, Scruff is heading into his Armos fight here in a second. The ring around the Armoses.
Orange picking up
There's
their
our
hammer.
first sword on the top of Spectacle Rock. A sword, I should say. And we got Titansmith inside of Spectacle Rock. So, if you route this correctly, you could clear out almost the entire mountain on one fell swoop if you do it correctly.
Let's see if he does.
Well, he would also technically need the hammer to clear Hera out, but he could do all of the light and dark world side. But yeah, we now have mitts. Oh, right. No, but we could still do Super Buddy Cave, even without Moon Pearl.
Right.
I jumped ahead. I assumed they were going to get the Moon Pearl. All right, so Scruff's got his first crystal, and Orange is heading that way along with Gen's Gone Wild to get their first crystals. And Ravis is in the light world side of East Death.
Checking out everyone's favorite Paradox Cave.
Yep.
And meanwhile, Scruff Ninja's draining the swamp. No pun intended on that.
Nope.
So let's see what was thrown away at the bottom of the swamp. Just a heart container.
All right, so we have a heart piece in the back. There's another sword. We got a fire rod, heart piece, and bomb. That makes this bomb jump for Ravis much easier.
And something I'm still learning how to do right now in my runs.
Yeah, it's funny. I've gotten that one down, but I can't do the Ice Palace one. So
I'm in the same boat on that one.
Oh, there's
the Moon Pearl.
All right, so when Scruff goes up the mountain, he will be able to full clear it because he has hammer and everything else he needs once he gets the hook shot from Kakariko.
Meanwhile, Ravis is taking the Walk of Shame around Spiral Cave. A lot of neat things you can do with that Moon Pearl that opens up, especially in Randomizer here.
Yeah, you can fake Flipper and get all of Zora and all that stuff. So yeah, he doesn't know that the flippers are readily available to him.
Right. Alright, let's see what's hiding in Ice Palette in the Ice... I was about to say Ice Palace. But,
Ooh, bombos. I'll have to see if that's important in any way.
so let's see where he goes from here.
Probably gonna fake flipper up to Zoro from the looks of it.
Having a little bit of an issue with the street with pulling it off, but we finally does. So we'll
Let's see
get
what's
to
on
see,
the island. Just a
and
hard
it's a
container.
container.
I like going to Zora first before going to Hobo because I can never do the reverse fake flipper. So I do Hobo last. But that's why these guys are racing and I'm not.
Right. And Hobo only has a big 20.
So Orange joins Scruff and Gan's Gone Wild with their first crystals.
And now we'll get to see what's on the Waterfall Ferry. 2 chests here, and
we have commentators Dark World access with the Moon Pearl and Scruff Ninja's possession and knowing where all the items are to get to the Dark World.
nothing out of the ordinary there, just some bombs and it looked like money, I believe, that he picked up.
And Zora's Ledge only $50, so no need to come back for that. All right, King Ripoff, what do you have today?
And then the seed I made, he actually had something I needed for progression.
Yeah.
He can hold something for progression. It's so 500 rupees for 20. That's a net loss of 480 rupees.
Yeah, that's pretty terrible.
Yeah, I guess the investment didn't pay off.
No, but at least you have the knowledge of it, so it's not something that's just sitting on your mind forever.
And Ganon picks up his Bombos medallion.
Question chat, is Scruff going to do Aga? Probably not. Before Kakariko? Probably not.
No.
Yeah, definitely no sword, but he has a lot more options that he's going to check first.
Orange was setting up for somewhat of a bomb jump there, I guess.
Yeah, it just wasn't far enough down, I don't think.
He does pick up his Titans.
Question is, Chad, what are the race settings for standard? Just your standard 7-7 defeat Ganon. We just went through the standard escape. Got the item from Uncle, saved Zelda,
And
and so we have pendants at Thieves Town, Misery Mire, and Swamp. The rest are crystals. So we are gonna need to find that pesky ice rod.
yeah.
And Ravis will give us our Misery Mire, our Turtle Rock medallion. That will be required. Look like Quake. Alright, into Hookshot Cave, we got Blue Mail. Heart piece. Another heart container. That's Sand Cart right there. And, ooh, what a great find for Ravis getting that mirror. Now he'll be able to go back into the Lights World side and stuff, which he didn't do yet. That's a great place to find the mirror.
I'm also, for the chat, I'm also helping out because we only currently have one tracker right now with all this, so I'm doing my best to help out with our tracker as well.
All right, so we have Mushroom on Island, and we got Kana Samaria and Hype Cave. And now we have access to the Master Sword as well. And probably Scruff now will go up the mountain. And Ganon's gone wild, pays Kiki the extortionist. Orange fighting Trolldorm. And down goes Trolldorm for Orange, getting his second crystal. Question chat, why would Ravis skip Master Sword? I don't think he's skipped it yet. I think he's gonna clear out Hera first and then get that.
Right.
Question in chat: would getting the Master Sword make it faster? I'm not sure if it makes it any faster. I don't know if it's still the same amount of spins. Somebody in chat might know better than I.
No, for Ganon, I believe it's 24.
No. The question was would the Master Sword be faster for her? And I don't.
Oh,
Would it be? Do you know?
Not that I know of. I know that for defeating Ganon on Master, it's 24 spins, but I think it's. I don't know the damage output for it.
Yeah, I know it's 52 total spins for Ganon if you have Master Sword Civilist. So yeah, it's a long, tedious fight.
Definitely.
Ooh, it looks like Scruff's going into
Spike Cave.
Spike Cave. All right, let's see where Ravis decides to go next. Orange gonna probably do his Zora checks now. His water checks, I should say. And Ganon's Gone Wild is finishing up Pod.
Meanwhile,
And Ravis
Ravis.
turning in his mushroom.
And we get 200 rupees.
Oh, that's smart to hard reset. Keep that so you can fake powder later.
So now Mr. Scruff has his fighter sword. And takes out the aggression on the bomb.
Poor bomb. Mira was in Hookshot Cave. And we'd like to thank Jeffrey78 for gifting a tier 1 sub to GFE_12.
Thank you very much for that.
Let's see what Sick Kid has. Just triple bomb.
Always wonder what he would be doing with that while he's sick.
I'm not sure.
We've gotten now into the dark maze over in Pod. There's the...
We'll see where he goes after Pod. He does not have the Titansmiths from the top of Spectacle Rock, so from inside Spectacle Rock. So we'll see where he decides to go.
Meanwhile, Ravis deciding to check out Skull Wood.
That's also very smart to do. Clear Skull Woods, get your crystal. It's a dungeon you can easily do. You have everything you need. Might as well take it out as quickly as possible.
That and I'm gonna say that and Thieves Son are probably the two quickest dungeons if you have the stuff.
Yeah, I'm guessing that they're gonna stay away from much of Thieves Town right now because it is a pendant, but we'll see. Orange about to get his Kena Samaria. And apparently Ravens has silver, so no silverless today, as they were in Skull Woods from chat.
Orange now making their way over to Pod. Meanwhile, Scruff Ninja takes down more.
And actually, there's really no point in wasting time with Aga until you get boots at this point, because until you get boots, you can't get the item there anyway. So it doesn't really make sense to get the to defeat Aga just for that, because the boots could be in Ganon's Tower for all we know.
Right. I've seen it happen.
Yeah.
I've seen much worse than that happen. I've seen boots on head.
Oh yeah, I have too.
Orange takes a death. I think that was more intentional.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah. So Redis gets his next crystal, takes down Mothula.
Let's see where Ravis goes next. Probably gonna check Bumper Ledge, see what's there, because you can get the item if it is important. And then he has the mirror, so he could check all mirror locations too. Oh, we got a tempered sword.
Nice use of the cape there to dodge some enemy attacks.
Yeah, those murdered dactyls are brutal.
And we're gonna have a graveyard ledge check over on Revis's side.
That was not far enough, unfortunately, for that bomb throw. Oh, we have blue cane. And he's just gonna leave it there. And Scruff gonna get his mirror.
Alright, we're getting Gravis is checking out Thieves Town, bombs in the sea.
Well, it's easy, I guess. Check first for if you get all dungeon items, then just leave it alone, or you hope to get 3 out of 4 there.
Right, because we know one of those items is going to be the big
Yep.
key.
Yep, so we have to at least get a big key there. But best case scenario is you get 3 items there, you don't have to worry.
There's the big key. And a piece of heart.
Yeah, so nothing in the front. No need to go any further at this point.
Alright, in the bombable hut, just another piece of heart. Alright, on to the digging game for Raven. And all that for 50 rupees. So right now everyone's just somewhat rerunning over crossing paths with everyone else's routes. So for returning the smithy home, 20 rupees.
Yeah, pet is usually, for the most part, a useless item most of the time, but who knows? It could be chat's best scenario. You have something like the ice rod or something, or like quake on ped, and then you need aga and ped to clear this seed.
Meanwhile, in key 45, nothing but a bunch of bombs. Oh, I would hate to see something. I would hate to wish something like that to happen to our run.
Oh no, I definitely not rooting for it. But oh, there's quake. Never mind.
Yeah,
So that is our access to Turtle Rock. We can now get in, and with Hype Cave having Kana Samaria, we have Fire Rod, so we can get all the way to Laser Bridge. Ravis clearing a Hype Cave, about to get his Kana Samaria.
I don't know. I have a feeling that probably the ice rod is probably in the purple chest. Call it up.
All right, let's see. It's as good a guess as any.
Right, and Ganon picks up his mirror.
It's the single arrow.
Just a sharp piece of.
I'm told that's the one arrow that you use to kill Ganon, so it's actually maybe an important item when he
Right.
gets his last light. Oh, Raven's gonna do Swamp Palace. He has everything he needs to complete it, so why not?
Right, and it is one
It
of
is a
the
crystal.
big item. Right, that and it's one of the big item density dungeons.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, there's the biggie. That's good. Oh, he doesn't have hammer, so he can't.
And I can't finish it.
Nope.
But finding the hammer off the bat, that's like a 1 in a million shot, right? Okay. Alright. For a minute there, for a minute there, it looked like Travis was gonna do Ice Palace instead. But he would still
Yeah, that
need the
would make
hammer.
really not a lot of sense to do Ice Balance without the hammer.
Yeah.
So, based on the information we have so far, we know we're going to need the ice rod. We know we'll need book or boots to get to the flute to do desert.
Right, but The flute is locked behind.
Well, right. Well, what I'm saying is you need the boots to get to the flute. If we don't find the book to get to Desert Palace
Right. We
for
got to go the
completion.
long way.
I think we're Ice Rod and Book away from go mode.
Yeah, I'll agree with you on that. Looking at the track, the items picked up by everybody. I'm gonna agree with you on that. Well,
Yeah, it's either Ice Rod and Book or Ice Rod and Boot and Flute.
we're about 2 to 3 items away from go.
Yeah, Ravis does get the hammer. Oh, so he'll be able to get Kiki, go do Pod and Eastern, and then decide where he wants to go from there. Alright, so Gan's Gone Wild has crystal number 4. And Scruff gonna check Pyramid, Ledge, and most likely Catfish. Oh, there is the temper sword, the sword for him. So we now know where all the swords. And we hope all of our viewers today are enjoying this standard daily. These guys are putting on quite a show, so if you guys don't mind, give them all a follow. I'm sure they would be grateful.
We gotta give a shout out to our tracker too, who's doing a fine job of keeping up with Forerunners today as
White Wolf. Yeah, she is doing an awesome job. And Fat Boy as well. My apologies, I did not know he was tracking. Alright, let's see what Catfish has. That's the book. So we are now Ice Rod away from go mode. So unless the Ped has the Ice Rod, Aga is dead.
yep. And Orange taking
good call in chat. Desert could be boots locked. I did not even think about that. Yes, we may
Right,
still
'cause-
need the boots.
Yeah, because of the how
The
quickly
key
do we
on the
forget about
torch.
that item? Yeah, the item on top of the torch.
Thank you, White Wolves. I definitely forgot about that.
How quickly we forget about like that one minute item.
Or big key could be on the torch in GT, so that could also happen as
Yeah.
well. So yeah, boots could be on ped. Boots cannot be on ped because we need the boots to get the flute, which is on Agaled.
Right. But Ninja picking up his picks up his blue key.
Tabby Cat, the book was on a catfish. Yep. What'll be interesting for Scruff will be after he clears Skull Woods. I assume he'll check the pad, so we'll know for sure what's on there. So we'll find out shortly, and we'll see if Orange goes any further in Thieves Town to see if he goes past the first 4. In chat book, boots cannot be on ped Hagwat, because the flute is locked behind Aga 1, so we must have the flute to get to one of the pendant dungeons, unfortunately.
Right. And the game won't, and randomizer won't intentionally soft lock an item behind something else.
Yeah, exactly.
And just a full heart container down at the bottom of Peg Cave.
And Orange not going any further.
Takes the intentional death.
Yep.
Watch it be like in the back of Thieves Town or something.
It very well. The ice rod could be anywhere in the world except behind Trinex.
Right.
Is the one of the only items that is like that, where it could literally be anywhere.
Oh no, I'm talking about the boots. Watch boots.
Oh yes,
Watch.
boots. Yes, I thought you were talking about the ice rod. My bad.
No, it's fine. But at least now with Ninja having the book, he can go check out the 2 tablets.
Yeah, he'll clear out the Skull Woods, check the ped, see what's on it. We'll get our ped check for chat to see what's on it. But realistically, at this point, the only thing that can be on it that is worth of any value to us is the ice rod or a fetch quest leading to the ice rod, which in this case would be the shovel, since our runners can fake powder technically. So
Ganon picks up his single arrow.
all right, Scruff goes to his Mothula fight now. And also the game, the way the game is programmed, for those who don't know, the Butter Sword does the same damage as the spikes technically to Mothula. So in order to prevent the game from not being able to defeat him at this point, they make it so it does tempered sword damage to him, so that you can still kill him if you have it like Scruff does on his fight.
Something I did not know.
Yep, and it looks like Gan's Gone Wild is heading into Pendant Swamp Palace. So let's see if there's something in there that's valuable. And we're getting a pet check. Bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, bum, ba-dum, no, 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 no.
And it is...
Is the ice
It's
rock.
right.
So we have an Aga-1 pet seed. Alright, so we will need to find the boots. We will need to clear out all the pendant dungeons. And we got a ped seed and an Aga seed all in the same.
Just the way we like it here in the booth, right?
Yeah, I guess. I definitely... Well, the book was on catfish. Frugraz. So, yeah.
Well, we know chat loves a good pedestal. A good
I
pedestal.
definitely was not intending on that being a pet seed, but either way, chat gets what they want. So, yeah, so now we're going to need to find the boots. We're going to need to clear out Misery Mire, and so, yeah, we'll see now.
To
So
quote
it's
from...
all of a sudden an all dungeon seed.
Yeah, quickly how this standard turned into an all dungeon seed, but
Yep, Bad Boy's like,
quote
oops,
from
all
one
dungeons.
to quote from one of my favorite game shows growing up, everyone in chat wants to know, where in Hyrule are the boots?
Well, at least Ganon's Gone Wild, even he doesn't know this right now, but he's actually doing something valuable for him, because by clearing Swamp Palace, he's gonna have to do it eventually anyway. He might as well do it. And Scruff is the only one of our runners that knows where everything is. Corvinus, boots cannot be in Misery Mire because Flute is on Lumberjack.
And Orange doing their Spike Cave check. So basically right now, once again, all of our runners are just converging on where everyone else was previously.
Boots can be on Laser Bridge. WizKid, yes. Absolutely.
Here's the $64,000 question. When do you think Scruff's gonna go up and defeat Aga?
Probably after he gets the boots would be my guess, because you really can't get the flute until then anyway. And question, chat, why is Aga required? Because the flute is on Lumberjack, and
Ice Rod, and the Ice Rod is on...
Ice Rod is on the pad. So yeah, that is the $1 million question. We just don't know. But all the runners who dipped in Thieves Town to get the first 4 are gonna have to unfortunately go all the way back. Oh, chat saying that Ganon's Gone Wild did not complete Swamp Palace. Oh boy.
Right.
Ooh.
Because remember, I think he dipped in, if I remember correctly, he dipped in there only to get the... He only checked like the first 2 chests. He only has the big key.
Oh, yes. Yep. And then the only thing we now need... Well, now we also need the Mire Medallion as well, so... Hopefully we have it. We have a 66.67% chance. We do have medallion required for Misery Mire though.
Well, who knows? This could throw us a curveball and say we need.
So Ravis, by going through Swamp Palace, is doing something he doesn't know he needs to do, which is really good for him. And he's also checking the back of Swamp as well. Yes, good call, Professor. He is the only one that knows it is a Ped Agaseed at this point. What's on Ped? Ice Rod.
Orange checking the floating island. Yep. I don't think we saw what item that was from our other runners. Oh, no, never mind. I take that back. It's the mushroom.
Yeah, and I believe Ravis did a hard reset too to keep that mushroom.
And down goes blind.
And he gets his first pendant of the 3.
Ganon now taking on Cold Stare.
With Master Sword, it's not the easiest fight. This is not an easy boss with Master Sword by any stretch of the imagination. But Ganon's Gone Wild is doing an awesome job right now. Alright, down goes Cold Stare. So with that key there, that means that Ice Palace was required to have Cane of Samaria to complete. And it looks to me like Orange is going into Turtle Rock. He will not find the Ice Rod. He cannot complete it.
However, we could find boots in here too.
Yeah, Fat Boy was right on your brain chemistry right there. He said the same thing in chat as you were saying it in the broadcast booth. So, yeah, we certainly could, which would also then mean that Turtle Rock is a mandatory double dip. How far will he go? He can go all the way to Laser Bridge. Tama 2019. Yes, boots are required. Ice parking. Oh, there's the boots. Oh, Raven has the boots. All right, so
We still need to do Aga.
Yeah, I wonder if that's where he's going.
Were they in Sahashila's closet?
Yeah, so it looks like he is heading that way. He does not know that he needs to do this because he doesn't have the book, but he's going to do Aga. All right, awesome. So we are getting more and more information. We now only don't know if we have the Misery Mire medallion.
So with us assuming that we were 1 to 2 items away, turned into a lot more than that.
Yeah, and with Ravis going through Aga Tower, those of you in chat would like to try to guess how many blue balls Aga will spit out today. It could be anywhere from 0 to 15.
I'm going to go with my normal number, 9.
I'm going with 6. Digital, no, he does not know Aga is required. He doesn't have the book to know that the ice rod is on. The ice rod is required. The ice rod is on pad. Yeah, good point. PTG could definitely be more than 15 if he misses. That's for sure. And what's kind of good about this Aga climb is that the runners aren't like on the lowest possible amount of stuff. So they have temperature, they have silver arrows, they have fire rod, they have pretty much everything they need to make this as painless as possible. Also, good point, Hydropower 78. He does not know where the book is. The book is on Catfish. Yep.
Here we go. Ninja checking out the, I want to say Bombos medallion? Bombos?
Yep, Bombos tablet. Oh, there's our powder.
And there's the...
All right, Ravis into Aga 1. And he's got 2 shots so far. And there's 3. And there's our first blue ball.
And some light.
There's shot number 4. And blue ball number 2. And number 3. And there, one more shot. So I think the next one's guaranteed to be deflectable. So it's 3 should be our final amount. Now down goes Aga. So it was 3 today. If you guessed 3, congratulations. King's Tomb for Ravis.
Yields us.
There's a piece of heart. And orange almost up to Laser Bridge. So unless he finds ether here, this was an unfortunate dip for him. But again, he does not know what we know.
Alright, Orange setting up that safety.
And I don't blame
Safety.
him.
Neither do I. I always find this part to be very tricky. But finds a key and finds box. And takes a death there. So Ravis getting the flute. Did he pick up the flute?
Yes.
Thanks.
All right, so there wasn't anything in Turtle Rock of value, so not a mandatory double dip at all, unfortunately.
Right, but we are gonna have to come back to that and
Yep.
finish it up.
Oh, absolutely. All right, so Ravis activates his flute. So Scruff needs boots and ice rod and quake and flute, if I didn't say that before. Ganon's gone wild. He needs ice rod, flute as well, and then
boots.
orange. What's that?
He also needs boots.
Yes, they all need boots except for
Ravis.
Ravis.
So Ravis going in the back way.
Yeah, Hydropower making a good point. Math Girl would approve of this seed for sure. This is one of those that would make her quite pleased because she definitely makes a lot of these.
Right. Where's the doctor when you need him too? He also enjoys these types of seeds.
Yep. And there was nothing of value on Desert Ledge. I mean, on Desert Torch. Oh, and apparently he checked, so we are going to need ether also. So boots are required ice because flute is on Lumberjack, and you need Lumberjack to clear Misery Mire to get the ice rod. Hopefully I got all that.
Yeah. I don't know. You're thinking what I'm thinking.
What are you thinking?
That Sahashala probably has ether.
He can't if he with Green Pendant being Misery Mire, right?
Right.
But the shovel could have it, and we have no idea what that is.
Right, and I don't believe Ravis checked the checkerboard cave yet.
No, I don't think so. We will have a very high clear rate in this seed. Yeah, TR has nothing. Yeah, it could be a Pyramid Fairy because we've had access to that for quite a while.
Right.
With the book being on Catfish. And then the final item of desert will be in the back. And half magic.
That's always a welcome to find.
Yeah, this late in the game, not as valuable, but certainly we'll never say no to it. But I mean, it's always nicer earlier, but it's one of my favorites. So
Same here.
I always like half magic.
And just bombs in the checkerboard cave. And Ravis swipes in anger at that.
And it looks to me like he's gonna do the Pyramid Fairy check here momentarily. Ice Sparkle, we don't know where Ether is. Unless, right now, Pyramid Fairy is a possibility.
There's also the Ether tablet, too.
Yeah, there's Ether tablet as well. If nobody checked Magic Bat, it could be Magic Bat as well.
All right, we have Piece of
No
Heart.
Ether.
No.
All right, so our search continues. We have very limited locations left. And Ganon's Gone Wild is about to get his Pegasus boots. And then the question is going to be is when is Scruff going to go back to Agina's cave to get the boots?
And Scruff getting off the quick kill on Cold Step.
So let's see where he goes next. He definitely needs to find the boots. And oh, he's saving and quitting, so that's a little bit unfortunate for him.
But it looks like he is heading over into that general direction over there.
Yeah, that's good. So then really now it's who's going to find the ether medallion first at this point, because that's really all we need. Because we now we know where Ice Rod is, and then all we need now is ether. And Scruff will be ether and Ice Rod away from go mode and flute. Yeah, good point, Corvus. Yeah, I said it earlier. They were 66.6% chance of having everything they need, and then of course the one thing they don't have, the 33% chance that they. This is gonna be a full inventory seed.
I haven't seen one of those in a long time.
Yeah, I haven't either, actually. And also, Scruff doesn't know that Mr. Meyer is ether either.
Ravis checking out the Mad Batter just for a bottle of Red Poke.
That's not a bad item to get.
No.
Free red Mountain Dew.
How'd you know what I was drinking?
It was just a guess. Because I know they use, I know everybody uses the green Mountain Dew for the green one, so I was like, let's do red Mountain Dew today.
Right, and the blue one is the Mountain Dew Voltage.
Exactly. All right, so Ravis heading up. So Ether Medallion is either going to be the shovel or the Ether Medallion itself, which will be vanilla.
No. All right, fingers crossed. What do we have?
GFE, unfortunately, Ether cannot be on Laser Bridge. Laser Bridge had nothing. And there it is.
It's a vanilla.
All right, so now all he has to do now is
get to Meyer.
Get to Meyer, clear out Meyer, but he still doesn't know that it's a pet seed. I don't think. I mean, I know he has up there.
No, he hasn't. The only one the only one of the forerunners here that know is Scruff Ninja.
So he's really betting at this point. Although, yeah. And he finished Ice Palace, so he's doing what he can. He's looking for the Ice Rod, but he also has Thieves Town too. So I'm really kind of a little surprised that he would not do Thieves Town first, but that'll be, I guess, his next stop, and then Ped. And down goes Len Mullis before all three of them can even get through. So, unbeknownst to him, Ravis is kind of secretly in go mode right now. Yes, and we know he doesn't have the Ice Rod, but he will more than likely go up there because he's kind of running out of locations to find
check.
the ice rod at this point. If he follows his route, then most likely it'll be okay for him. Oh, Scruff doesn't have Quake either. Quake was on
No.
Stumpy, yes. And there's our fire shield.
I don't know. This was a very strange seed tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. Ice Rod is on Ped. Feral. And the only one who knows that is Scruff, who's about to actually find out where the flute is as well. And he now... It's a lot of fairy splashes. He's like, wait a second. He's like, I got to do Aga too? He's definitely upset. Oh, goodness gracious. He's like, what else could go wrong? He's like, I know it's a pet seed. Well, now I know it's an Aga seed too. Now we're keeping things very G friendly in this chat here, so no profanity, please. I'm sure all of our runners would like to say some nice things about this seed.
Some or as we say in our gaming group here,
Not
bad
parentally guided.
Well, bad words.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the Oops All Dungeon seed. Yeah, this is like the chat gold seed, so to speak. They always love to see the Aga ped, so.
Oh, it's a double gold.
Yeah, exactly.
They get both.
Yeah, it could be the Oops 216 check too, but I don't think anyone will have that.
No, but more likely we'll find the big key before we hit the 216 mark with the check.
Yeah, absolutely.
Unless the big key's in tile room.
Oh, that would be bad. Let's not say such horrible things. But then they still wouldn't get the big key chest. There'd be nothing in it that they would need.
Yeah, we'd probably be short. We would be short by a number, I think.
Yeah, it would be pretty. Yeah, it would be a couple short at that point. All right, so Orange and Scruff doing Aga at the moment. Ganon's gone wild doing Thieves Town. He will have to go back and do Swamp Palace as well. And he'll need to do Misery Mire. And this is the one problem with defeating Aga, is obviously the world does get a little bit more challenging. Oh, and Green Pendant was just a piece of heart.
And here comes Aga's greatest magic trick. It's going to make Zelda disappear right before Scruff's eye.
So question chat, could the GT chest be required? Absolutely. Not in this seed, but it can be required. In a low GT crystal check, absolutely. Like if GT was like 4 to get in, and it was 7 to defeat Ganon, and then Ice Rod was in there, it can absolutely be there, but not in this seed. And yeah, swords could be there too. We have simultaneous Aga fights going on as well between Scruff and Orange.
I believe Scruff's a little bit in the lead here at that.
Yep, Scruff.
Yep.
Down goes Aga for Scruff. And Ganon's gone wild. I'll have to get there too. So I guess the big question for Scruff now is when he's got to get to Stumpy for the quick medallion, and he's got to get to Ether Tablet for Ether, and then he knows where Ice Rod is. Orange needs the Ether Medallion, Flute, Ice Rod, and he won't need the book technically if he doesn't want it. Once you get to the Flute, let's just see what other runners need.
Orange is going to need the book to get the Ether Medallion.
Yes, he will need the book. I apologize. Yes, everybody will need the book to get the Ether Medallion as well. And Ganon's Gone Wild is about to find out that the Ice Rod is on Ped. And he's not a happy camper, I'm sure, because he already was in Swamp Palace. So he's doing a double dip at Swamp, unfortunately for him. Ravens with a huge lead. He has a lead, yeah. I don't, he has everything but the Ice Rod, but he also doesn't know where the Ice Rod is. So we'll have to see if he's reading this seed very well. He completed Misery Mire. And I guess at this point he's blind checking the pad. He's not gonna read it first. All right, so Ravens now has access to Ped. Well, I guess for Ravens he could once he finds the Ice Rod, which I'm gonna guess he's going to Ped right now, he'll go mode Ice Palace and TR and go straight to the end. He just really read this seed really well.
Definitely. I mean, I give Ninja props for at least checking Ped when he,
Yeah, it was a great time for him to check Ped. And like I said, Ravis has no idea that this is where the Ice Rod is, but he has all the pendants. He hasn't found the Ice Rod, so here we go. Here is our Ice Rod. Blind Ped check for him. He's going to pick up the Ice Rod and be in go mode.
So 1 minute 36 seconds, 1 hour 36 minutes and 17 seconds. Ravis is in go mode.
Yep, so now all he has to do is clear Ice Palace and TR and go to GT. And Scruff is not far behind. Depending on how long it takes him to get to the Ether Medallion, because he knows where Ice Rod is. So he could he'll be able to go mode Misery Mire, which was a God Mire as is. So we'll see. It's gonna be close between these two. It's just how long is it gonna take Scruff to get and check the Ether Medallion. And the question I guess then you have to ask is Misery Mire a God Mire faster than a Ice Palace go mode? And I don't know the answer. Ice Rod was on Ped. Ether is on Ether tablet. And I think Scruff is running out of places after this. I think he's gonna probably go straight up to Ether tablet next.
Yep.
Would be my guess. Yep, that's exactly where he's going. So we'll have to see how far behind Scruff is, but he's not terribly far behind Ravis at this point. It's just Misery Mire and TR versus the end of Ice Palace and TR for Ravis. So we'll have to see. I mean, yes, it is Ravis's race to lose at this point. However, a left side, right side GT gambling where the BP is could also affect this race. So it is not over at this point. He definitely has the lead, but we'll have to see how big of a lead it is. Yes, he still has to go pick up the Ice Rod. So yeah, that is travel time.
And Ravis completing Ice Palace, which only leaves now Total Rock left.
Yep. Did Scrub forfeited? Scrub forfeited?
Yeah, forfeit. Yeah, he forfeited.
Ooh. Okay, so that's unfortunate. Well, that's unfortunate. You hate to see that happen. Yeah, good point, White. He just couldn't take any more of this seed, unfortunately.
But still, he put up a great race, too.
Yeah, absolutely. And with Scruff's forfeit, unfortunately, that pretty much seals that Ravis should be first on our restream unless something drastic were to happen, like, I don't know, quite a few game falls or worse. So I think he should be. well on his way to a victory here of our 4 daily restreamers. And I'm also guessing Scruff will not be joining us in chat. If he decides to, he certainly can.
Yeah.
But I'm going to say probably not. All right, so Ravis going through TR. Cannon's gone wall, gets his flute. He also needs ether from the ether medallion. And Orange is gonna have to get his way to Catfish to get that book. This was just an evil, evil seed
Right.
to our runners.
It's one of those seeds that we like to talk about in theory, but it's like something we never hope happens.
All right, so Orange about to get his book. And we'd like to take this opportunity. Ice Rod is on Ped, Phylon. So we'd like to take this opportunity while our runners are reviewing others' locations and as Ravis heads to Trinex, to please give our runners a follow. They have all done an amazing job today in keeping us on target. All right, so once Trinex falls, you'll have probably, I don't know, 5 or 10 seconds to guess numbers between 1 and 22 where the guidance tower big key will be. So once Trinex falls, enter in chat a number between 1 and 22 where the GT big key will be. I'll take my guess in a second. Wait for him to get the item. All right, go chat. I'm taking 6.
I'll take 9. And we're going to close all bets here in a second.
Ravis really read this seed very, very well from the beginning. Then we'll see how many of our other runners, what they're able to do. And we'll see if Ganon's Gone Wild finishes or not, and same thing with Orange. Yes, Ninja forfeited.
So we're going to start with the left side check.
Okay, so chest number 1, just triple bombs on the torch. And a small key, chest 2. There's chest 3 is our big key. Did anyone get chest 3 today? Thought I saw chest 3 in there somewhere. Looks like suddenly Frenzy got it from his reaction. But yeah, it's definitely a small happiness for this seed. It was not intolerant. Oh, Fat Boy said 3. Okay, so Fat Boy, congratulations. He is also one of our trackers. Along with White Wolf.
Ravis making his way now through the gauntlet.
Okay, so we've been just told by our higher authorities that once Ravis finishes, we're going to do a quick interview with him and then close it out. If you want to watch the rest of our runners, Ganon's Gone Wild and Orange, you can go to their respective channels. Scruff, no need to ever apologize on why you need to leave. We just feel bad for you, and we hope that your dad feels better soon.
Yes, our wishes to you and your family. Yep. So
yeah, once Ravis finishes, we'll get a quick interview with him, and then we'll close everything out. So if you would like to follow Orange and Ganon's Gone Wild, you can go to their respective channels, and they will. You can watch their streams there. And yeah, so we'll wait on him to finish. Obviously, he's pretty close to the end, and with this seed, the way it has been, he may be able to do sub 2. It is possible. I don't know. It's all his execution at this point.
Right. Coming up directly after Ravis is finished at 4:10, starting at 4:10, is the ALTTP randomized rando league match. So if you want to stay tuned for that, stay tuned right here, because coming up directly after Ravis is finished and our interview, we're going to quickly jump over to the league match coming up. So if you want to watch that, stay right here to Speed Gaming 2 for that following this match here.
Yep. All right, so down goes Trolldorm. He's almost to Aga 2.
skips the final check.
I would too.
I
You also
think
have no idea, in his thing, he doesn't know who's behind him, who's in front of him. He wants to just finish. No, there's no really need to do anything there.
I mean, this has been one heck of a seed for everyone.
Yes.
Too.
All right, into Aga 2. Oh, there's 3 for Aga 2 for Raven.
Nice triple.
And then double after that. And down goes Aga 2. All right, so on to the pig himself. On to Gannon. He's 152, 1 hour 52 minutes and 15 seconds. So bearing anything disastrous happening to him, he'll finish sub 2. Considering what this seed wanted you to do, that's insane.
Yes, let's not jinx it, please.
I'm not jinxing it.
True. I mean, we've been known to give racers the commentator's curse. So.
I know. All right, on to Gannon, and Gannon's gone wild. Is about to get his ether medallion. He still doesn't know where the ice rod is, unfortunately for him, but he probably will know shortly that it is in Unped.
So as Ravis is now in
phase
2 of the Gannon fight.
So 1 slash per stomp, and then torch glitch is all he needs, which 4 silver arrows.
Orange finishing up Swamp House, getting his red pendant.
All right, there's the first silver arrow into Gannon. Gets the torch glitch. And a double, almost gets the triple. And down goes Gannon for Ravis. Get your GGs in chat for Ravis for a first place finish on our restream. So Ravis finishes first overall on our restream with an official time of 1:54:03. Only behind Sponta, who finished with an official time of 1:53:20. GG's to both of our runners, and we're going to try to get Ravis in here as quickly as possible so that we can switch over to our next race that's happening right after us. And we are joined by Ravis in chat. GG.
Yes, GG, Ravis.
GG. What a seed.
So we don't have a lot of time to really dive into it, but just take us through your thoughts on this seed from beginning to end.
Bad boot locations, even worse book, amazing pedestal, sure game. Is that enough of a summary?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
The thing is that what we didn't know here, what we knew, we knew where the ice rod was because Scruff got book early and he checked ped, so we knew where that was. So we were only waiting for
ether.
We were only waiting for the ether medallion. We had no idea where it could be, so it was kind of limitations on where that was.
I actually wanted to check the pedestal right after getting ether, because with that book I had to basically find a way to make my Aga play still work, and it worked.
Yeah, I think you really read this seed as perfectly as you could read a seed like this, that where it turns into an oops all dungeons, because it looked for a while like we weren't going to need Misery Mire or any of the pendant dungeons, and it's like, nope, ice rods required. So
yeah, it is. It was an interesting seed for sure. The book was making me almost puke. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
Because I thought, oh no, the flute was totally unnecessary, and everybody who gets the book might go to desert area way earlier and get them boots and stuff. And well, I take second for sure. I mean, Bonta beat me by like 30 seconds or 40 seconds.
Yeah,
That's
you guys
basically my
both
me.
finished sub 2. That's insane with a seed like this, where it's like, oh well, we're hiding all these items from you. But yeah, you guys,
Yeah,
you really did very.
I did play well in general. I mean, there are mistakes always, of course. You can't be like a test, but overall, I'm okay with my performance. Only thing that I'm a little bit regretting, but you know, is not checking the pedestal. I immediately flew to 6 and was like, all right, just go into a mire. If it is pedestal, well, you didn't check it. At least you made everything else work.
Yeah, I mean, once you didn't find the ice rod, I mean, I'm gonna guess just going on the back of your mind, you're like, well, I'm just gonna go through each pendant dungeon until I find the ice rod, and then you just happen to find yourself back in Thieves Town, and then it's just an easy check for you there. So it wasn't
Yeah,
bad.
yeah, exactly. I mean, that would have been bad in general because I tried to play for the win. So technically, that like I actually thought about just go modding Thieves Town, and then was like, all right, every chest besides the big chest is not on my way, so is on my way. Sorry, so well, it doesn't make a difference then if it's just the back.
Right.
Yeah. So yeah, we were definitely it was between you and Scruff, and unfortunately he had to nope out for medical reasons, so he noped out. So it was really you on our restream that finished first and then second overall. So realistically, with what we saw here at the broadcast booth, there really wasn't much of a way to do it much faster. So I mean, I give my hats off to you. I probably would have quit early on.
Yeah, I mean, there were some overworld checks like Magic Bat and Hammer Packs that are out of the way, but in the end, one of the overworld checks was paying off and it was actually Catfish. So, sometimes, you know, gotta clear some more.
Right.
So, any other final thoughts on this Seed Ravens before we let you run off?
Just thank you for having me, guys. It was nice to be on the restream back, and GG's to everyone. GG's to chat, and
Well, chat got exactly what they wanted.
for
Yes.
So
sure.
even if you guys don't necessarily like it, they really got exactly what they wanted. They got an AGA head seed, so it made them very excited. To say the
I'll
least.
say
It has to be
can,
enough for the rest of the month, to be sure.
I'll say this, nature. Consider it a birthday gift from myself to everyone out there in chat because today is actually my birthday.
Oh,
Oh,
congrats.
well, happy birthday to you. I'm not going to
Thank you.
sing, but happy birthday to you.
Thank
and
you.
yeah, birthday gift to our runners. Agate head.
Yep. I didn't plan it that way. It just happened.
All right, thank you for having me. I'm gonna nope out. Gotta get some food, and see you next time.
Yep.
Take care. Be safe.
Yep. All right. So Yoko, before we're going to close it out, any final thoughts on your side?
Nah, just what a seed.
Yeah. So, for those of you who are still left, please give all of our runners a continue follow. Go to their channel specifically at this point to watch the rest of their races. Also, give both of our trackers, White Wolves and Fatboy 300, our two trackers today, and Yoko, who also did some tracking at the very beginning.
Yep.
To help us out getting ourselves 4 runners on the restream for you guys. And again, and for all of us here in the speed gaming community, I am Nitro6003 for Yoko. Have a great day and stay tuned to this very channel because there's another race coming up in 6 minutes time. So don't go anywhere. There's more Randomizer right behind us. So for all of us, have a wonderful day.
And stay healthy, guys. Take care.